Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa with Serenity Love, and it is time for this week's All About Self-Love. I have Archangel Haniel in energy with us today, and she came forth with a feminine energy today, brought me a personal message this morning, and is still here to help us for the collective. So she has a really, I'm just grateful she's here, and we'll just start, okay? She has a message for us and a couple of questions that are pretty important, impactful, in fact, for a lot of individuals. And if you found this message, it's meant for you, okay? So stick with us. All right, Haniel says, be at peace to find truest love and let all else go. Okay, be at peace to find truest love and let all else go. Sparkle and shine, sprinkle light wherever you go. Okay. The first question she wants us to ask and to receive answers for is, what is blocking you most from source? And she would like us to use the Crow Oracle deck to answer this. Okay. What is blocking you most from source? And I find it interesting that the word source was used today instead of saying God or spirit or the universe, because, and I think that's meant to be brought up because they're all one and the same in essence, right? The highest light, regardless of how you differentiate it, it's all coming from God. Everything that comes through to us in the highest, from the highest light, is God. And so we can refer to it any which way we'd like to, whatever which way makes you comfortable. But maybe ask yourself if there's another, if you utilize one form over the other because a different form makes you uncomfortable, then that needs to be looked at, right? Because they're really all one and the same. So, all right, let's get to it though. What is blocking you most from source? What is blocking you? Ooh, trickery. Trickery. Trickeries. Illusions, right? Things that are not real. Are getting in the way, and you see how this crow has discovered that there's something buried under these leaves, and that's important because you need to see the truth, and you have to remove the debris. In this case, their leaves. Remove the debris, remove the negative energy to get to the truth. What is blocking us from source? Being left exposed, being unprepared, being left exposed. And the thing is, see, if you look closely, this is the first time I've noticed this. So there's like this little faint outline, this light around this crow. And that is our bubble of protection. And when we don't have that, we are left exposed. We need to stay protected. And so when we are blocking ourselves from source, it's because we are not protected. We have opened ourselves up to these energies and are letting them in. So we need to protect ourselves. Okay? What is blocking us from source? Memories of the past. So the past gets in the way a lot because we tend to believe that what has taken place before is what will be in the present and going forward. But we are in a new place that where this may have been true in the past is no longer true today. And the moment that we can let this go and understand and put faith and trust in Source, in God, in the universe, in Spirit, whatever word you'd like to use, and when we allow the past to be let go and open up to a new possibility that regardless of, and I've said this before, that if the scenario has been a million times over, and 99% of the time it's always been that way, we need to let that expectation of how the past is going to go, let it go. It's particularly when it comes to negativity, right? So something that's negative in our world, 555, ooh, it's all about change and growth, right? Let it go. Gotta let it go. And it's not that it feels heavy and difficult, but sometimes, well, not sometimes, it is. It's truly just here. When the ego is blocking, when the mind is in control, then the past becomes our present. And that's not what we want. We want to let it go. Because when we are free of that and we can trust, when we can trust in God and love, newness comes through. Okay? Again, what is blocking you from Source is not being protected. And we talked about that with being exposed, right? We need to stay protected. Don't let these energies come in any longer, you know, and got to do our part. Stay protected. That's it right there. Yep. What is blocking us from Source? The amount of territory that we have given up to the shadow. So there's so much darkness there. We need to clear that out, and we need that light, and we need to make it brighter and expand more. And what did she say? Be at peace to find truest love and let all else go. Sparkle and shine. Sprinkle light wherever you go. And that will brighten this light, and that make it bigger, and it will take back territory for the light. Okay? Second question is, how do you find your way back to your path? Okay, how do you find your way back to your path? When you feel lost, when you feel like you're not worthy, when you feel less than, when you're riddled with fear and shame or guilt, shackles, how do you find your way back? Right? Well, let's see what Spirit says. And they want me to use the Feminine Moonology deck to answer this question. So they want you, this card is think it through, okay? And truly what this means is they want you to be able to see the difference between the light and the shadow, right? So think it through and see how you see that, like things are illuminated. And when you see the differences, that will help you to get back on your path, because you have to be able to see the difference between the light and the shadow, or you'll keep giving your power to the darkness, to the shadow, and we cannot be doing that. If we want to rise, and we want to heal, and we want to grow, and we want to heal. Yeah. Ooh. How do you find your way back to your path? This is all about self-love, baby. Know you are loved. And this is not just, this is complex. but simple at the same time. Loving ourselves is the most important. This is what this series is all about. It's about self-love, right? Knowing that you are loved, that we love ourselves is critical, but that God is here for us and always with us, and they are here. And when you stop for a moment and you just breathe, you can feel them. Can you feel them? I can. And that's when I know that I'm loved, when I can connect in that way, that I can feel their energy surrounding me. And I cried this morning when Haniel came to me, because it's been a minute since she normally presents masculine for me, but today she's in feminine energy, and she presented in this most beautiful dress and these gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful, big, beautiful white wings. And she came in and she wrapped her wings around me and just held me. And I knew I was loved. It was powerful. Knowing that you are loved is powerful. Let them show you. Open to that. Be open to that. Okay. How do you find your way back to your path? Take a reality check. Okay? This talks about being honest with ourselves, right? Okay? We have to check our own selves, right? Like, what sort of energy are we putting out there? How are we behaving? How are we treating ourselves and behaving to others? What thoughts are roaming around? Are we allowing to roam around in our minds? Are they more negative or are they positive? Right? So reality check, because we want to flip that switch. We want to listen from the heart, not the head. Allow positivity to surround us. Okay? But we have to be true to ourselves. We have to see the truth of ourselves. Okay? And release what is not love. To say that. And they are asking that we're humble. Okay? And this card truly means that to understand fully that God, that source, spirit, the universe can see all things that we cannot. We are so limited on what we can see. So humble ourselves and listen to their guidance, for they are surrounding us and providing signs and prompting us to go this way or go that way or do this now or whatever it is, right? They are here with you. So humble yourself and know that they are guiding, and allow them to guide. They will get you back on path. They will. Okay? But know that they release that control to them. Release that control. And be real. Okay? How do you find your way back to your path? Is you have to allow the emotions to flow. You have to allow emotions to flow. Don't swim. And I want you to see this, because this is a river. It's flowing, right? It's moving. It keeps moving. Allow those emotions to come in and out. Recognize what they are, what they mean, and honor them, and let them flow out. Okay? You don't swim in these waters. It'll take you a place you don't want to go. To the past. Which is where the shadow wants you to be. It's not where the light wants you to be. Okay? So, all right. I hope that is helpful. I know that it is for me. This all means a great deal to me. And it means a great deal to me that you are here and that you're listening to these messages the same as I am. From my heart to yours, I am grateful that you are here, and I thank you. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July if you are in the United States. That is tomorrow. for us here, and be safe. Take care.